what is up, mortals? It is Charlie Rowen here, and before we get into today's video, there's something I'd like to say. I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, if you didn't know, only 25% of you guys have subscribed to us, so please hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video. In this deep dive, we are going to be explaining Bad from One Punch Man, who is better known as Metal Bat. The earliest we know of Metal Bat's life is when he was a C-Class hero ranked 223rd, and he impressed the Hero Association and was moved to S-Class just a year before the start of the story. After getting moved into S-Class, he was offered anything he wanted from the Hero Association to help with his hero work, so Metal Bat requested a bat that would never break. Then later, he received his signature bat. Although, his little sister Zenko got upset and berated him because he didn't ask for Sweet Mask's autograph. The first time in the series that we see Metal Bat is when he attends the S-Class Hero meeting, which he complains about having to go to since the meeting forces him to miss Zenko's piano lesson. Although when the Dark Matter thieves start to invade, Metal Bat helps the other S-Class heroes fight Melzargard. During the fight, thanks to Metal Bat smashing one of Melzargard's heads, they were able to figure out its weakness, and the S-Class heroes were able to defeat Melzargard. Shortly after, the Dark Matter Thieves' ship crashes onto the area below and Metal Bat gets away, and when Sweet Mask arrives, he trash talks about the S-Class heroes nearly starting a fight with Metal Bat. We next see Metal Bat when he gets tasked to protect Narinki and his son Waganma by the Hero Association. The reason he was forced to protect them is that Narinki is a large sponsor for the association. While protecting them, Junior Centipede and Venus Mantrap appear attempting to kidnap Narinki and Waganma, and Metal Bat defeats the monsters before they are even able to attack him. Although shortly after defeating the monsters, Senior Centipede erupts from the ground, forcing them out of the restaurant where Rafflesidon is waiting, and they fill the air with sleeping gas. This immediately knocks out Narinki and Waganma, but Metal Bat resists the gas and then tiredly fights the monsters. During the fight, Metal Bat becomes slower the more tired he gets, eventually getting somewhat of a beating from the monsters. However, Metal Bat powers through the gas by hitting himself in the face with his bat. He then quickly defeats Senior Centipede and Rafflesidon with a single strike for each of them. Shortly after defeating the monster, B-Class hero Pineapple and C-Class hero Mohican arrive, grabbing Narinki and Waganma, trying to get them to the hospital. But Elder Centipede emerges from the ground, halting the heroes. Metal Bat then pulls the monster's attention to him, trying to let the two heroes run away with Narinki and Waganma. Metal Bat then tries to fight Elder Centipede, but his attacks have little to no effect on the giant monster. Then Metal Bat gets launched into a building. He then jumps back onto Elder Centipede, hitting it in the face, which stuns the monster, and then they try to knock Metal Bat off of them. Eventually, the monster succeeds in launching Metal Bat off them hundreds of meters across the city, where Metal Bat then lands on Garou, who starts a fight with Metal Bat. Metal Bat and Garou then fight on a reasonably even footing until Garou starts to notice Metal Bat's attack pattern, and Garou is able to do a lot of damage to Metal Bat. Metal Bat then starts to get stronger and faster after each hit he receives. Even with the increase in his power, Metal Bat isn't able to connect any hits, which Garou taunts him for. This fight goes on until Metal Bat uses his special move Savage Tornado, which Garou counters with a blow to Metal Bat's chest, causing Metal Bat to fall onto his back in pain. Metal Bat then gets up, throwing another attack at Garou, but stops since Zenko arrives at the fight. Garou uses this advantage, continuously attacking Metal Bat until Zenko jumps in the middle of the battle, then telling Garou of the promise Metal Bat made her about not fighting around her. Garou gets angry at this, but respects their promise and leaves. Zenko then explains why she's there to Metal Bat. Metal Bat then tries to go and fight Elder Centipede again, although Zenko hits him on the back of his head, knocking Metal Bat unconscious due to his exhaustion. We then see a glimpse of Metal Bat unconscious in the hospital with a worried Zenko at his side. When Metal Bat wakes up, he turns on the news and learns about the Monster Association with Zenko, becoming displeased by the news. Later, when Tatsumaki unearths the Monster Association's headquarters, Metal Bat watches the news coverage of the event. Seeing this, Metal Bat decides he must help and puts on his clothes and grabs his bat, sneaking out of the hospital window, leaving a worried Zenko at the hospital. Although, Metal Bat is too slow to get there to help in time. We next see Metal Bat when he is called to deal with a dragon-level threat, but he is angry he has to since he's missing his cat give birth. He then plans to take his anger out on the monster, but the monster is destroyed by Tatsumaki and Saitama during their fight. After this, Metal Bat decides to quit the Hero Association, instead joining the Neo Heroes, who agreed to his additional terms, which include stationing a security guard at his home while he's away. One time while he's visiting the Neo Heroes headquarters, he sees Child Emperor and Super Alloy Darkshine, who also decided to join the Neo Heroes. Before we get back into the dive, I would like to say that in case you guys didn't know, we are a secondary channel to our main channel, We the Celestials. We the Celestials is full of fun what-if stories. If you have the sugar tooth for great storytelling, please give that channel a visit as well. If you're interested in the content we share with all channels, make sure you click the icon on the top right corner or check out the description below for a link to the channel. Now with that out of the way, let's get back into the dive. Later, we also see Metal Bat lead a Neo Hero team against a new monster insurrection. Metal Bat then takes down monsters with his team and is impressed by the hero battlesuit the Neo Heroes gave him. Sadly though, that is all the information we have on Metal Bat's history. Now let's move on to his appearance. Metal Bat is a young man with black hair styled in a pompadour and dark eyes, which emphasize his hot temper. He's usually seen wearing black Bontan pants and a black Japanese school uniform, which drapes over his red long-sleeve turtleneck sweater. Moving on to Metal Bat's personality, he is very confident in himself, even stating that he doesn't care what threat level a monster is. He can also be quite brash and reckless, as seen when he smashed one of Melzagard's marbles without thinking about it. He also was willing to fight Sweet Mask just for him having a mocking attitude. Despite all of this, he still has a soft side when it comes to his sister Zenko and pet cat Tama. He values promises between Zenko and him to an unhealthy extent, as shown when he refused to fight Garo in Zenko's presence, even though Garo was still attacking him. Metal Bat also doesn't care about his rank like Saitama, and even accidentally killing his enemies faster than he wanted, just like Saitama. Moving on to Metal Bat's abilities, the first is called Ever-Growing Strength, which allows his already immense strength to increase to an unknown or infinite amount if he gets hyped up enough by his fighting spirit. With his strength, he's been shown to be able to easily destroy buildings and tear the street apart with massive shockwaves. Metal Bat also has immense speed and reflexes, which allowed him to escape a falling spaceship quickly, and he considered Puri Puri prisoner slow. His reflexes allow him to be able to deflect and block multiple of Garo's attacks despite him being injured. Side note, his speed can even become too fast for Garo, thanks to his fighting spirit. But he is still considered slower than Speed Sound Sonic. Metal Bat also has an immense durability, being able to take many hits from Senior Centipede, a demon-level monster, hits from Garo, who can easily beat superhuman foes after already hurt, and a direct hit from Elder Centipede which sent him flying into a building which was destroyed upon impact, and he wasn't even phased. Side note, his durability becomes more evident with more fighting spirit, eventually being able to be nearly immune to Garo's attacks. Metal Bat also has an ability called Scaled Endurance, which allows him to continue fighting as long as he has fighting spirit. This allows him to ignore severe injuries, like when he was able to ignore immense amounts of bleeding and multiple fractured bones. He also has an immense amount of stamina, which allows him to fight with little to no signs of fatigue. Plus, if he uses his fighting spirit, he can seemingly go for an unknown long period without rest. Metal Bat also has a psychic resistance, which allows him the ability to withstand certain psychic forces, and very resistant to others due to his willpower known as fighting spirit. He also has an increased healing factor. With this, he can recover from minor blood loss and fractured bones in a matter of days just by resting. Metal Bat also has his aforementioned fighting spirit, which allows his physical abilities to become more powerful by getting hurt and building up his anger. This is because he is willing to fight no matter what happens to his body. The fighting spirit also causes his mental resistance, which makes it so he can't be mind-controlled. He's also naturally somewhat resistant to gases, as seen from Rifle Sidon's sleeping gas that barely affected him until Metal Bat hit himself in the face. Although, if he is out of battle for a short amount of time, the fighting spirit can quickly wear off, causing him to fall asleep from exhaustion. With all of his abilities, Metal Bat uses his own fighting style called Killin' Moves, where he bashes his opponent with his bat until they give up, knocked out, or dead. However, if the opponent is able to dodge his attacks, he swings his bat at different intervals or in unorthodox ways to hit his enemy. Metal Bat also has made two that are meant as finishing moves. The first is called Dragon Thrashing, where Metal Bat unleashes a barrage of attacks with his bat at the same spot at multiple different angles. We first saw this attack against Elder Centipede, which caused them to shout out in pain. The second finishing move is called Savage Tornado, where Metal Bat spins with his bat enough to create a small tornado. This attack was powerful enough to slightly damage Garo, even though he thought he was repelling the strikes. Moving on to Metal Bat's gear he uses, the first and most notable piece is his Metal Bat, which is a gray bat with a black handle that is unbreakable. And with Metal Bat's strength, the bat is strong enough to kill demon-level monsters with one hit. After joining the Neo Heroes, Metal Bat got an upgrade for his bat, which adds on retractable spikes and can generate electricity onto the previous abilities of the bat. Metal Bat also has a battle suit he got after joining the Neo Heroes, which gives him two special monitors. The first is a mobility analysis. This function analyzes Metal Bat's nervous system and body, then enhancing his physical abilities. The second function is a life support system, which is a typical life support system if the user ever needs it, but the function can be damaged beyond function. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now there is a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. On behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editors for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. That's it from us for today's video, so thank you all for watching. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Until next time, peace out, mortals. Have an amazing day.